The AI displacement just came official. Let's start with what happened at Davos. Davos on yesterday, because this is the story that nobody else is connecting. All right. This segment is called the documentation, because what happened at Davos yesterday is the moment AI displacement went from prediction to official record. Let me break this down, okay? Dario Amati, the CEO of Anthropic, the company that makes Claude, Demis Hassabis, however you want to say his name. Give you a little video of who he is. This is him being interviewed by Emily Chang. Okay, at Davos.
I'm curious if this year feels different than the last time you were in Davos.
Bloomberg House Davos. This is Mr. DeepMind right here, CEO of Google DeepMind. The company that makes Gemini.
Google got its.
Okay, these guys are not critics.
That's for me to say, but I feel like
these guys are not politicians.
Yeah, so
these are not people who hate technology. These are people building AI.
Our technology and the model.
This is Demis. Okay, he's building AI.
Did that with.
They sat down together at the World Economic Forum and told you exactly what is coming.
And then I think
Hassabis said this. I think we are going to see this year the beginnings of maybe it impacting the junior level. I think this is.
Got something wrong.
Yes, maybe. I'm not sure.
Where it starts.
I think we always.
I think there is some evidence to this. I can feel that ourselves. Maybe like a slowdown in hiring in that.
We've got the long history.
He specifically called out entry-level roles, internships, junior positions as vulnerable.
We've invented most of the breakthroughs that the
this is what he said. He's talking about it right here.
Transformers, most famously, but
he's talking about it.
Reinforcement learning.
Then Amati said something even more direct. He says, now, I think maybe we're starting to see just the little beginnings of it in software and coding. I can see it within Anthropic, where I can look forward to a time where on the more junior end and then on the more intermediate end, we actually need less and not more people.
And there's still a lot more work to do.
Y'all read that again. The CEO of one of the biggest AI companies in the world looking at his own company saying we will need fewer people, not more.
Everything starts with
and his prediction from last year still stands. AI could wipe out half of all entry-level white-collar jobs. Unemployment could rise to 20%. In the timeline, we don't know yet, but somewhere between 1 and 5 years, he's saying.
I think with
would you guys type AI in the chat if that concerns you?
There's a lot more work to do.
Type AI in the chat if that concerns you.
We're the only organization that has the
now here's what makes this different
from the TPUs and the hardware, the data centers,
here's what makes this different.
Business, the frontier lab.
This is all the junior roles, entry-level role, internships. CEOs are saying those roles are maybe eliminated. Intermediate roles may be eliminated. Ain't that something? Beginning in 2026, we were talking about how CEOs have been saying we're going to be hiring, but we're also going to be firing. We heard about the IBM case study, how they brought a whole bunch of people, or they brought a whole bunch of AI in to do HR and laid off a whole bunch of people and brought new people in, or brought people in with better skills or different skills. This is happening, guys. This is happening. Same day at Davos, Uber CEO, Dara Khosrowshahi. I can't say his name, but his name is something like that. Dara, let's call him Dara. Said something that connects all of this. He said this. Some companies are saying the right words and play acting their way into a pretend transformation. Play acting. That is the word he used. Play acting. He said having AI summarize a client pitch. That is the easy stuff. That does not differentiate companies. This is what he said. He said, truly changing how you work with AI, we found it to be much harder than it sounds. Then he explained what actually worked at Uber. They tried adding AI to their old customer service policies. Moderate success. Then they threw out the old policies entirely, rebuilt it from scratch. That was the breakthrough. He said this, and this is quotes, allowing the AI to actually reason through that and throwing away all the old policies is turning out to be the most promising way forward. And y'all, this is critical. Most companies are play acting. They are adding AI tools to old workflows and calling it transformation. But the real transformation requires throwing out the old playbook and rebuilding from scratch. That's what he's saying. Rebuilding the entire thing from scratch. This is where you got the opportunity at, guys. This is where we've been talking about. Here's what it means for positioning. If you are learning AI tools, do not just add them to your old workflow. Anyone can do that. Rebuild the workflow. That is what separates play acting from transformation. This is what makes you valuable. This is what makes you essential. Rebuild from scratch, okay? And here's the timeline. Amati said it directly. My worry is as this exponentially keeps compounding, and I don't think it's going to take that long. Again, somewhere between a year and 5 years, it will overwhelm our ability to adapt. Overwhelm our ability to adapt 1 to 5 years. That is not a generation from now. That is now, guys. This segment right here is called The Action. And I want to start with advice from one of the most successful CEOs in the world. One of the most successful CEOs in the world, guys. Jensen Huang. He's at Davos right now at the World Economic Forum. This is Larry Fink, guys. He's being interviewed by him. This is the BlackRock CEO that we were just talking about, Mr. Fink. Jensen Huang, CEO of NVIDIA. A former NVIDIA employee named Sid Pardishi worked for NVIDIA for 6 years. He asked Jensen directly, how do I make a meaningful contribution? Here's what Jensen answered the question with. He said, choose one area of expertise and commit to it deeply. Rather than spreading yourself out across many interests, one area, commit deeply. This is how you survive this shift. It's not by being a generalist, by being exceptional at one thing. Now, here is what this does based on your situation, or here's what to do based on your situation. If you are junior level, entry level, this is the most vulnerable position right now for you. Amodi and Hassabis, the Google DeepMind CEO, they both said this, okay? They both said it. They both said junior levels and entry levels are going to be replaced. But here's your move. Do not be replaceable by AI tools. Build judgment, build context, build human skills. Learn to work with AI, not be replaced by it. Document your impact obsessively. If you are mid-career, here's your move. Become the person who implements AI. We talked about Citi and their 4,000 employee AI team. If your company has an AI group, which most companies are building that right now, I can tell you this, I work for a company that has started a group internally for AI internal and AI external. If you got an opportunity to volunteer to become part of that group, do it. And don't just do it casually, okay? Do it at its full capacity. Use AI every single day. Understand the pros and cons of it. Understand what the tools do. Pick one specialty. Commit deeply. Like Jensen said, build cross-functional skills AI cannot replace. All right? If you are a warehouse worker or you work in fulfillment, here's your move. Target e-commerce fulfillment. Companies like Amazon, companies like Walmart, companies like Target, they are hiring. Entry wages, $17 to $24 an hour plus benefits. Consider data center construction. $24 an hour, but also they got 20 to 40% pay premiums over standard warehouse jobs. Okay, get OSHA 30-hour certifications this week. Do it online. $150, 1 week. You have to start migrating from the warehouse person doing work, picking and stocking shelves and driving a forklift to something that is a little bit more premium than that. Go to premium economy. You can do it. It only takes $150 to get your OSHA certification. That's it. You can do it in 1 week. I want you guys to type action in the chat if you are committing to one of these moves this week. Type action in the chat. And check this out, guys. This is the work that we do every day. Translating headlines into career strategy. I do this every single day. If you want the full research, the salary data, the positioning frameworks, join the Patreon. Patreon.com/Black Heights. Link is in the description. Also, if you aren't here to show up every morning, every weekday morning, that is Monday through Friday, check out our daily climb recap. Direct to your inbox, link in the description. Therefore, you never miss a show, even when you cannot catch us live. Link in the description, guys. Check out the newsletter. And if this is your first time here, hit the subscribe button. We do this every single weekday, 7 a.m. Central. I try to go live between 7 and 7:25 a.m. Sometimes I may hit 7:30. But this is the business news translated into career strategy. And if you got value from today's show, make sure you smash the like button. It really does help the algorithm. It gets this information in front of more people who need it. All right.